Welcome back. Debra Krakow joins us. She is a local artist that will have a showing at Studio 22 Open Gallery taking place Saturday, November the 11th. That is this Saturday at 8 p.m. We'll talk to Debra now about the new show called Remnants, Finding Beauty in Transience and Decay. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, great. Since the last time we saw, you are about to go from being a part-time artist to a full-time artist.
That's right. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, way to go.
Thank you. It's been a long path getting here, but it's good.
Well, speaking of which, when did you realize you had your own style?
Well, I think a style just develops gradually. You know, when you paint honestly and you put your heart and soul into it, it's just natural that your own voice emerges. And I think the more you work with a medium, you develop a way of making your marks and putting the paint on the canvas, which is different from any other artist. So it just kind of evolves naturally.
It's difficult to talk about art because who was it that said, we're looking at some of your pieces here, of course, but I think Leonard Cohen once said, talking about art or music is like dancing about architecture. I think it's a famous quote of his.
That's a good one. Well, it is, and one of the hardest things as an artist is when you have an exhibit like this, you have to write an artist statement. You have to explain what you were thinking about when you put together this collection of work. And I do try when I'm having a show to always make sure that it's a body of work that fits around a theme. So the theme this time, the title is Remnants, and it's really about, so some of them are landscapes and abstract landscapes, some of them are completely abstract, but they're all on a theme of what's left as things age and evolve. So the abstracts make you think of barn board with layers of peeling paint, or plaster with paint peeling off the wall, or rusty metal. And the landscapes, they're really November landscapes. They're a cornfield blanketed in snow, or you just see that stubble of summer's growth coming through, or dead trees in a pond, a flooded pond. So it's really about seeing the beauty in things as they age and as they go through that process of decay.
Interesting that when most people see those things, they're not really paying attention to seeing things like that.
Yeah, there's a whole
it's a gift.
Well, you know, there's a whole concept in Japanese philosophy called wabi-sabi, and I really had that in mind when I was painting this group. And it's really about appreciating the beauty of things that are transient, of aging, of things that are decaying. And I think it's pretty pertinent this time of year. The landscape can be kind of bleak and austere in the winter, but there's
gray almost too.
Gray, but if you really look, it's not gray. There's color there, and there's a beauty there. So,
do you have to explain it sometimes to people at these shows?
I think people react to the work in their own way. Some people find it easier to approach the landscapes. But I think as people become more familiar with looking at art, they become more familiar with the abstract work as well. And I think these are fairly approachable.
You know, you're on your way to becoming a full-time artist. When you have, not a list of clients, that sounds so cold, but collectors of your work.
Yeah. There are people who have become collectors of my work, which is really gratifying. And there are people who just need that one painting for their wall. I really encourage people to go and browse in the gallery. Studio 22, a lot of people don't know it. It's kind of a gem in the core of downtown. It's 3 stories of art. They carry my work year-round. And this show will be up for 5 weeks, and there's a concurrent show by another local artist, Erica Olson, which will be up for the same 5 weeks. So they're running right till mid-December.
Okay. Once again, we'll remind you, Saturday, November 11th at Studio 2 Gallery. It's an open reception, and I love this. It's going to be wine, cheese, music, and pleasant conversation. Very nice.
We hope.
Okay. You hope. Maybe bad conversation. I doubt it very much. Thank you so much, Debra.
Thank you.
Okay.